if you haven't seen the video before this, the makeup training, go check it out. Today we're going to do a baking video. We're going to make some cupcakes. I hope you guys like it, and don't forget to subscribe below. I've got an assistant today, my husband-to-be Jared.
Hey YouTube.
So we have actually started bits and pieces already. So we are following Mary Berry cupcake recipe. I have actually been sent this by my mother-in-law, who does the most amazing cupcakes. So it does say 100 grams of softened butter, which I have actually already added into the bowl, followed by the 2 large eggs. So that's already mixed in and blended. So the next one, we had to prepare some self-raising flour and 150 grams of that. So we do use like little scales. I do usually put like a tissue on top just to keep it nice and clean. So now that we've measured out the flour, just gonna add it into the bowl and mix it in. It doesn't matter too much if there's some lumps at the moment, because by the time everything else is added, it'll all be mixed in. Okay, so it does say preheat the oven, and the oven is currently on. And now measure up the cupcakes. All the casing is on the tray, as you can see. So now we're going to add caster sugar, and it's 150 grams of caster sugar. So we'll use the same bowl for sugar that we use for the flour, because it's clean. Get the scales. Tablespoons of milk. So I've got a big spoon here. If you could please hand me milk, dear. Thank you. So we use usually semi-skimmed milk for baking, just so it's nice and creamy. And then just mix it in. So it is asking to add half a teaspoon of vanilla extract, so that's for the flavouring. So we've got Madagascan vanilla extract there. What I usually do, it does say half a teaspoon, but I do put a full teaspoon, just because it brings out a really nice vanilla flavour. It also gets quite stuck to the teaspoon, so by the time you put the full teaspoon in, it's actually a little bit less than that anyway. Just mix it in. Okay, so now it does say to measure out the pastry that's been done onto the cupcake cases, and then once that's done, to put that in the oven for 20 to 25 minutes until they're golden brown, and then put them on a cool rack. So we can get started on a cool rack to wait until they're cooled down before we start icing sugar. So usually I put about half, maybe 3/4 of the pastry in the casing, just because it is self-raising flour, so we don't want to go over the case. Dished it up. As you can see, it's very messy, but that's because I'm a messy person. Sometimes it is actually easier to use a spoon rather than a ladle. So we'll put the cupcakes now to bake in the oven for 20 to 25 minutes. So now we're just putting a timer for 20 minutes just so we can check after 20 minutes to make sure they're okay. And then if they need further 5 minutes, we'll put it back in. So while this is baking, we can actually start on the icing sugar. We won't be able to put any on top of the cupcakes until they're cooled down, but at least we can get that prepared. So today we're doing butter icing. So that again includes 100 grams of butter, softened butter, and 225 grams of icing sugar. So we'll get that started. So we'll measure out 100 grams. So this isn't quite soft enough. So I usually put it in the microwave for about 30 seconds. Sometimes it depends on the microwave, can be maybe 15 to 20 seconds. But usually put it in for 30 seconds so it's completely melted, then it's easier to mix it in. Okay, so we've got the melted butter. I'm going to use a clean bowl and put the butter in. So now we need to measure out the 225 grams of icing sugar, and again a half teaspoon of vanilla extract. So again I will put a whole teaspoon just for the flavour. While Jared will measure up the icing sugar. Now I just mix in the vanilla extract with the butter. Let's mix in 100 grams for now. So I had to get a bigger bowl just to mix it all in. And it's actually quite a lot of icing sugar. Now we'll just mix it in until it's all fluffy and creamy. So now icing sugar is ready, and we're now just going to start on the chocolate shavings. I have never actually done this before, but it is advised to use a potato peeler, like a vegetable peeler. So we'll see how that works. The chocolate is supposed to be room temperature. We'll just break a bit off. Then what we'll do is use this tissue to collect the shavings. I don't want them on every single cupcake. What I'll do now, just because it's so quickly melting, I will put those shavings in the fridge until they need to be used. Okay, so the chocolate shavings are in the fridge now. So this is actually, all preparation is now done. We are using 3 different decorations for different ones. Here we've got silver pearls, got some white chocolate stars, and hundreds and thousands sprinkles. So we will start putting the icing on the cupcakes once they're baked and cooled down. Back with you guys when the timer goes off for 20 minutes just to check on the cupcakes. Hi guys, we're back. So we did take the cupcakes out of the oven after about 22 minutes just because they do start to look quite ready. So we did put them on a cool rack to cool, so they're very barely warm now, so I think they're ready to do the icing. So I've never actually personally done icing before, so we are just going to try and use a teaspoon and almost a butter knife. Where's the butter knife?
I thought that was the butter knife.
Babes, do you know how a butter knife looks like?
Yeah, but
So I'm going to try and use a teaspoon and a butter knife to put the icing on. The icing is quite hard and lumpy. Well, not lumpy, but it's not like a smooth, it's quite hard. So it might be quite difficult to spread, but we'll give it a go and then put the sprinkles on. So what I'll do is grab some and just kind of spread it like butter. Some icing on, for example, on one, it looks quite terrible, but as a first one, it should be okay. And what I'll do is use the white chocolate stars and sprinkle on top. I'll use my hands just so it doesn't go everywhere. So this is our second cupcake, and the icing sugar is spreading a lot better because Jared has actually mixed it in a bit more. So we'll use the hundreds and thousands sprinkles. Okay, so what we'll do for the next one, we do still have those chocolate shavings in the fridge, so we'll get that one next. We can use the silver pearls next. You should just put it on like butter. Try and spread it. Usually what you can get is one of those bits where you put the icing sugar in and then you squeeze it on top to make a nice shape. With this one, it did slightly come out of their case. Which is why it's a bit harder to stick things on, but what I'll do is kind of push them in. That seems to work, because they do get stuck to the icing once you stuck them in. Oh, she says.
They don't even look edible.
They're definitely edible. I've tried
bearing.
it. I've tried it. Do is put some more in these ones because I feel like they look a bit left out there. So we're going to stop there. We have done one of each and I will give you guys a close-up, but yeah, they do taste really good. So hope you guys enjoyed the video, and please do subscribe, and if you do have any questions, please comment them down below, and I look forward to seeing you all guys next week. Bye.